break ranks and vote with them to condemn the national emergency. But my question for you is, does this resolution actually take any power back from the executive? And does it do anything to actually solve the problem of illegal immigration?
Well, this would be what we would call a show vote in Washington. It's a vote that won't result in any change to law or policy, but it allows Nancy Pelosi to virtue signal to the radical left about their open borders, abolish ICE agenda. I would be very disappointed to see Republicans break rank, but at the same time, I mean, we have to acknowledge that this is an emergency. We just seized enough fentanyl at the border to kill 115 million Americans. That's more than a third of our country. And that's just what we caught, Katie. There are enough drugs and gangs and violent people crossing our border to do great harm to the families in the United States of America. And that's why this is an emergency. It's why the president has taken appropriate action. And nothing about this vote will do anything other than signal to the far left of the Democratic base that Democrats still believe in open borders.
Does Congress have any plans? You're there, you're talking to your colleagues about doing something real on illegal immigration. We saw the funding bill, which actually fuels this problem of the crisis of unaccompanied minors and family units and human trafficking at the border. But we see the resolution condemning the president's emergency declaration. Are there really any plans over the next 2 years to tackle this issue from a strictly illegal immigration perspective, not tied to a funding bill?
Well, that is the question that all Americans are asking, Katie. They want to know, after all of this dust up, are there going to be some common sense solutions where both parties come together, maybe make a little compromise, and design an immigration system that works for the American economy and the American people? Now, I thought Senator Lindsey Graham was really working hard to do that. He was trying to build a piece of legislation that would have secured our border, built the wall, dealt with the dreamers in a way that was humane but that did not invite more illegal immigration, and then even take a look at those citizens in our country who are here from temporary protected status, people who escaped war or natural disaster, and to find a way for those folks to stay in our country if they follow the laws and if they act legally and properly. And so I think that there were people working on those things, but the barrier to the common sense reforms that most Americans would support is this, really, I think, is this view on the left that we have to abolish ICE. Beto O'Rourke saying we have to tear down walls. That's the type of thing that really frustrates common sense progress.
Congressman, real quickly before we have to move on and let you go, you brought to the attention of the American people recently something that House Democrats in the Oversight Committee actually voted against in terms of notifying ICE when illegal immigrants or illegal aliens attempt to purchase guns at American gun stores. Can you quickly explain what that was about?
Yeah, Democrats wanted to expand background checks, and we were working on the elements of that legislation that we liked and didn't. And we simply thought that if an illegal alien goes to buy a gun in this country, that we should notify ICE if the background check shows that. And every single Democrat on the Judiciary Committee voted against notifying ICE when an illegal alien wants to buy a gun to potentially do harm in our country. So it shows that, like, they hate ICE so much on the radical left that they wouldn't even notify ICE if an illegal alien would potentially commit a mass act of gun violence.
That's pretty amazing. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. We appreciate it. Congressman Matt Gaetz, thanks so much.